A boy gives money to a girl. The girl throws the money on the ground and says to a man passing by, "Are these your dropped money?" The man stops, picks up the money, and says, "Yes, these are mine. Thank you for telling me, they were very important to me," and then leaves. The girl says, "He was such a greedy person, even though the money wasn't his." The boy again gives money to the girl. She throws the money on the ground once more. Another girl passes by and she says to her, "Ma'am, you dropped your money." The second girl picks up the money, sits next to her, and says, "These are not mine. They must belong to someone else. You can keep them, and if someone comes looking, they can ask you." She keeps the money, thinking it might belong to someone else. Then the first girl says, "I'm very hungry. I haven't eaten anything since last night." The second girl, who has burgers with her, says, "I have these, you can have them." The first girl takes them, thanks her, and starts eating. Suddenly, the second girl begins to cry. The first girl asks, "What happened? Why are you crying?" She replies, "These were the only things I bought with my money. My children are hungry at home. They haven't eaten for 2 days. I was taking these burgers for them." The first girl says, "I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have taken them from you when you were taking them for your children." The second girl says, "It's okay. Maybe it was meant for you. God will create another way for my children." The first girl then says, "You are a very good person. You help others and you will be rewarded for it." She adds, "Let me give you a surprise." The second girl asks, "What surprise?" The first girl removes her cap and reveals her true identity, saying, "Actually, I dropped the money on purpose to test your honesty. Many people came before you, but they failed and kept the money. You returned it, so you have passed the test of honesty. Now I will give you a reward." The second girl says, "Really? Will I get this as a reward?" The first girl replies, "Yes, of course, this is yours now." She also gives her a visiting card and says, "If you ever need anything, contact me on this." The second girl happily accepts the money and the card. She says to the girl, "I can never forget this favor of yours for the rest of my life," gives her many prayers and thanks, and leaves. What do you think about this story? Please share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you.